Okay, hi. You're welcome to the online bootcamp, the much talked about online bootcamp. And initially, I wanted to go live, but I kind of experienced, imagine the challenges that you all are going to be going through. And I thought it wise I do a recorded video ahead of time as a backup plan. And so there's a great likelihood that you might not be seeing me live talk, but I will be online to answer all your comments. And so the recorded video will go live, and once you ask a question watching the video, I'll be available to answer. And so what I want to explain is today is to do an introduction of what we are going to be teaching, and what you should expect at the end of the day. There are a lot of reasons why people get into programming, but they don't get to complete the course. And the reason is simple. Their why is not bigger than their excuses. I started coding more than 13 years back, and so far I've had challenges, but I wanted to do something special. Being a computer science student and finishing top of my faculty, but I knew that in the real world, the application, that it's beyond finishing best students in your faculty. I'm not talking in my department. I know that in our discipline, we don't care about you had a first class. Nobody cares. They are more into what every employer is interested in is what you can deliver. And so, arming myself with this knowledge, I was so determined to ensure that I learned programming. And so I would go from pole to pole, go from place to place. In fact, when I fell in love with programming, I just left secondary school. That was back 2003. I was introduced to QBasic after I did my diploma in computing, and I began to understand that, wow, I could control things. I could communicate to the computer and do something powerful. Now, Facebook wasn't raining then, so I didn't have money to. When we finished our diploma, a few of my friends went to NIT, Aptech, and all of that, and I told myself there isn't going to be an excuse. And so I didn't have a laptop, and so I would look for a friend that had a laptop. I would go to the cyber cafe, do night browsing. I would download. Then there weren't much video tutorials like we have these days, and even if there was, they were heavy. So I would go with a diskette that we had then, And then Flash wasn't much then. I don't think Flash was out then. I'm not so sure. And so I would download. I'll copy. That time they were words. They were typed tutorial. I'll copy them page to page, chapter by chapter. I'll finish it in MS Word. Then I'll save it in Flash. Then I will go to my friend's house. I'll put the Flash, put the diskette there in their desktop, and I would work. At some point, maybe the friend would travel, and for months I will pause again. I will not be able to go through that video tutorial again. And sometimes before they come back, I would have forgotten. At some point I started downloading in flash drive. I'll download the video in the from the cyber cafe. Then after a while, sometimes I will not be able to copy. I'll just say, let me download, so that by tomorrow I'll come and copy more. By the time I'll come tomorrow, cyber cafe had this software that they used to they format their system. I don't know if formatting, they will just clean it up so that what people download will not leave virus on their system. Sometimes I come back to that particular system that I used. It has been, and so, but it didn't deter me wherever I stopped. So I kept on going like that. Sometimes I would be at HTML for months because there was no system. So I understand what it means. I understand what it means to really want to learn. So a lot of people that I see want to learn programming, their why is not so strong. They just want to do it because they heard he's paying. When you do programming, you get a job. That's a good one. as long as that is enough to keep you determined at the end of the day. So once your why is not big enough, you will not be able to go through what is. So begin to ask yourself, why do I want to learn? Is it because it's free? It's expensive. I ran a course in AppTech and I was charged 250,000, and the course was just supposed to be for 3 months. I did another one in NIT. I was charged 200 or thereabouts. And so what I'm giving you today is what that value. What I'm going to be giving you. I'm doing this because I struggled so much to learn. And so I want to take away all your excuses. All the excuses you want to ever have in your life. I want to take it away. First of all, if you say, oh, I'm working, you can have a flexible time. You can have a flexible time to do that. If you say, oh, you can have a flexible time, you will have the recorded part online. You can come later and watch it. If you say, oh, I don't have money. You say, I don't have money. I'm offering it free. If you say, oh, I don't have money, but I'm trying to learn on my own, and it's hard learning on your own, you have me as a mentor to guide you, and I will be available anytime you leave a message in the comment section. I will be available to answer to those comments. And so that's having said that, so I hope my story inspire you. I grew up in Karo village. If you're familiar with Abuja, Karo had this the more like the organized area, the reserve area. So they had the village. So I grew up there, and I understood early enough in life until we relocated. So I understand what it means to have and what it means not to have. So I'm passionate about raising programmers. My passion didn't start today. That was the time I went online on radio, with my startup company when I founded my first startup, CloudBridge, and we announced that students should come, and we paid them 5,000 so that they could learn. But it will amaze you that a lot of people came, did the interview, we selected a few, only one lady finished. Why? Excuses, But here's the point. Here's what I want you to tell yourself. If you continue to make excuses, 2020 will come and go, and the excuses will never end. And so it is important you bear this in mind. Excuses, challenges will always be there. I met a guy who on Facebook who was selling pop, who was jobless. So he came. I helped him to start up a popcorn business, financed it for him, and he came to me one day and said he wanted to learn programming. And it dawned on me that, and he has finished HTML, CSS. He's currently in JavaScript, and he's doing very well. It dawned on me that wherever you are is not an excuse. Wherever you are is not an excuse. Whatever your situation is, and this guy didn't go to the university, he just finished secondary school and dropped out. He couldn't proceed, and I'm watching this guy. He's moving. Few months from now, he's going to be through with programming, and he's going to get that job that your BSc cannot get you. And interestingly, nobody cares in IT whether you had a first class. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your first class. What they are interested in whenever you meet someone that wants to give you a job is, what can you do? That's what they want to find out. What can you do? Alright? What can you do? And so I'm saying this to prepare your mind. Programming is simple. It's really, really simple. The only reason why we don't have enough programmers, and there is a shortage of programmers, the reason why we don't have enough programmers is that everybody is busy. Too busy chasing what they feel is a priority to them. And so as we go into this course, and by the way, I made a lot of money while in school, programming, while I was in final year. doing guiding. I was okay before I got to final. I was in 200 level or so. I was helping final students do projects, helping them out, guiding them in the software development. They will write their thesis and come, and I'll show them. Most of the time you end up doing it because the person just want to pass, So I'll guide them to help them do that. So I made a lot of money. As at that time, while I was in my final year, I was charging 25,000 naira per student to guide them to build their projects. And I bought a laptop then. And so beyond that, as a student, and let me also say this, while I was in 300 level, I was so established that we registered a company, and I went on to build our first school management system. The university where I was in, I approached the pro-chancellor. The owner of the school was a private university. A company was pitching them for the school management system then. And so I went on to tell him, I said, let me build this. You take 60%, we take 40%. And he accepted, and went ahead to do it. Even though we had challenges, the school management that had vested interest, they had their own company they were fighting us, but we did it. That's what you can achieve. You can build your own niche, build your own company. And when I left university, I started up a company, employed about 12 people. And one guy working with me had a master's degree from a foreign university. Great guy, And so you don't have an excuse. If your excuse is bigger than what you want to achieve, you will be at the point where you are. You will always be at the point where you are. Nothing is going to change. And so your why should be bigger than your excuses. All right, have this at the back of your mind. And then you don't have an excuse. I'm trying as much as I can to take away all the excuses that you possibly give throughout the course of this tutorial. And so let me take a quick one to what will you need, what you'll be needing for this course. First of all, you need your laptop. Someone asked, can I do on my phone? If your phone can edit codes and save them, then you can go ahead and do that. All right, but if it cannot, I'm afraid you need to get a laptop, so you can be watching the video from your phone and working, testing, because this is purely a practical class. We wouldn't be doing theory. I wouldn't do this. Is not. We want to build apps. So at the end of the day, you need a laptop. Then you need internet connection. You need internet connection. You need to always check out, and if you've not subscribed to the video, go ahead and subscribe. It's very important. I'll be releasing videos, and at your time you can go through them. Don't miss any video. Okay. And I want to say this. Another thing you need is a text editor. In the next section of video I'm going to show you how to download the text editor and install on your system, so that we can get ready to write in the HTML code. Now I need you to understand this. As you guys are part of this, beyond the learning, I'm going to be providing after learning support. Few persons that follow through the tutorial from beginning to end will pick the best, not more than 5, the best, and they'll be engrafted into a team to work on a live project from wherever you are. If you're within Abuja, it's fine, but if you're not, wherever you are, you'll be grafted, and you'll get some little things, but that should not be your focus. Your focus is to be able to take what you have learned and work with a team and a mentor that's going to guide you, so that you can gain more experience. And so, stipends are going to be paid, and at the end of that project, we will guide you beyond that to begin to develop your own project idea, your app idea. Then we'll guide you from the design thinking to everything. And so, if you're excited about this information, leave a comment in the comment section and say, I'm interested, I'm waiting. Just say something. And by the way, today is my birthday. Go ahead and wish me a happy birthday. If you have not subscribed, subscribe and say happy birthday to me for that. All right, I'll see you in the next lecture as I take the introductory video. Thank you.